Hey, how's it going, everybody? My name is Raved and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Pokemon XD Gale Darkness. In the last episode, we did a little bit of touring in Agate Village, and we reached down to the Agate Grotto, as I like to call it. I really do not know the official name of it, or if there even is an official name. Maybe the Relic Stone Pathway. Whatever the case is, we got there, and we did a ton of battling, of course, involving speed music, but nonetheless, we have battled a lot. And of course, we got some of our Pokemon purified, such as our Lediba and Teddiursa, or at least they're on the road to becoming purified. Now, as for Poochyena, though, there is still a little bit of purple left in the heart gauge, so the door to his heart is almost fully open, as you can see right there. So we do have to do a little bit more to get him out. So, what are we going to do today? Today, we are going to go and get to the Relic Stone to purify our Shadow Pokemon, but first, I want to go over something that we recently obtained in the last episode. So after we fought the fun old man, who was the last trainer that we fought in the grotto, something called the Cologne Case. Now, remember around in episode 6? Actually, no, the same episode. Remember last episode how I came over here and I mentioned that there was something that this guy had that we weren't able to get yet? Well, with that Cologne Case, we can now purchase some of these. The Joy, Excite, and Vivid Scents. What these scents do is that once you apply them to your Pokemon, depending on how or which variety they are, it will increase or decrease the amount of purple left in the heart gauge for your Shadow Pokemon. Meaning, if I give it a Joy scent, it's going to go down a little bit, Excite scent's going to go down a little bit more, and then Vivid scent, it's going to go down even more. So, of course, it's a little bit more bang for your buck, but basically, I'm just going to go out and buy myself maybe 2 of these, because I don't really have a lot of money, as you can plainly see. And I don't want to blow off all my money on Cologne Case, on Vivid Scents. So, let's go ahead and see exactly how much one Vivid Scent can do. There is half a heart gauge left of this, or half a bar left that we need to get done with. So, I'm going to go ahead and use one. If we go to our key items, of course, and the Cologne Case here, and after all these useless Crane Membos, we use the Cologne Case, and as you can see, we can't pick from these 2 because we do not own any yet. However, we do have 2 Vivid Scents. So what we're going to do is we're going to use it on Poochyena, and after that we will get a little bit of a message as well as a rumbling in your controller if you have the rumbling feature enabled. Alrighty then. So now when it said the door to Poochyena's heart opened a lot, that didn't quite make the cut. In fact, give me a second here. There we go. I believe I had my fan on, so if there's any other extra noise, I apologize. But now that that thing's off, I think we're able to continue. So, with Poochyena having that Vivid Scent, you can clearly see that the door to his heart is practically open. In fact, we're not even going to use another Vivid Scent, because by the time we walk over to the grotto and walk to the Relic Stone, he will be ready to be purified. And I can prove that to you by just walking. So let's go ahead and see where we'll end up if we continue walking. I want to see if he can get purified by that ramp. If he can, that'd be great. If not, well then, by the end of the grotto, he should be purified. Oh, right there! I knew it! I knew he would be purified on that ramp! Awesome! And now Poochyena can be purified. So now we have all 3 Pokemon. I do realize that my Pokemon aren't really... Actually, well, Lediba and Teddiursa, they're a little bit low on HP. Well, at least Lediba is, but we aren't really going to use them. And, well, I do want to use Teddiursa, so I'm just going to bring him to the front. And plus, also, I completely negated something that I probably should have recognized when we first got Teddiursa. As you can see, Teddiursa has something in his item slot. And that is a King's Rock. In fact, yes, the thing right there. His ability is Pickup. The Pickup ability will allow you to pick up items as you walk around the world. However, getting a King's Rock, I'm not sure that's actually something that comes with the Teddiursa, or if it's something that I just randomly found. I'm unknowledgeable to that, but if it is set, I'll put it on screen, and if not, then I just got pretty lucky, because the King's Rock pretty much will increase your critical hit ratio, I believe so, and it is used to evolve a certain Pokemon into its next evolutionary state. So, now that we have just gone over that, I'm going to keep that King's Rock and Teddiursa. So now we can just head over to the grotto, and we can finally continue on with the grotto and reaching the Relic Stone. And might I say right now, the music is about to become very calm. Sebastian, welcome! Your Shadow Pokemon should be ready to open its heart after the battles you waged getting here. Now I shall be your opponent. And here's my partner, the one Pokemon that I caught as my first, and that has stayed with me ever since. Go Pikachu! Off we go to our first battle in 5 years! Let's keep things tight! If you probably heard the snap right there, that was kind of me stating that 5 years... In Pokemon Coliseum, we did fight the same trainer, and his name was actually Myth Trainer Egan. So anyways, he's going to start with a simple little Pikachu, really... Oh, crap. Oh, well, never mind. I thought for some reason it was just going to be one-on-one battle, but... It shouldn't be that hard for me. And besides, I don't have any water moves as well, so... I'm going to go ahead and use Bite, and I'm going to use Shadow Blitz. That should pretty much be all. Oh, God, that Pikachu knows Thunderball already? Damn. Okay, thank God you did not attack Vaporeon. Alright, Bite, how much do? You should do like 1/3 at least. A half. Okay, that's good. And now Teddiursa is going to pretty much just sweep that entire... Not sweep the team, but just take down the Pikachu with a Shadow Blitz, and down he goes. Yes, that's a guy. And, okay, Pikachu's ability, Static. Basically, with Pikachu's ability being static, that causes a chance, not always, but there's a chance that whenever you deal a physical attack towards Pikachu in this case, there is a chance that you will be paralyzed back. So, any Pokemon with that ability, it's best to attack them using special attacks, since obviously that does not necessarily mean you're attacking them with your brute force. And might I say, the background of this place is extremely pretty. Oh, bravo, I say, bravo! There we go, there's the old men with our money when we need it. Now that's what I call lots of money. I have no thing to say for that, that's intelligent. My goodness, it was a white-hot experience, our battle. And to defeat my Pikachu, that takes real skill. Now, let's see how your Shadow Pokemon is doing. Ah, this Pokemon is on the verge of opening its heart to you. You've done a good job looking after it. Now you should use the power of the Relic Stone to finally open that Shadow Pokemon's heart completely. Alright. You know, first, before we actually purify the Pokemon, I just want to say, to me, this place is extremely memorable. I remember when I was, like, very little, I would come here all the time when I was playing Pokemon XD and Pokemon Coliseum, and I would just listen to this music while seeing my brand new purified Pokemon, and it was just... such an amazing experience. In fact, it brings some nostalgia to my heart, and it warms my heart a little bit. Anyways, all sentimental stuff aside, let's go ahead and purify our Pokemon. So first, we're going to start off with the one that we obtained first, which is our Shadow Teddiursa. And with that was a little bit of a delayed note right there. But with that, we now have a purified Pokemon, which is practically 1.7% of completing the game in terms of collecting all the Shadow Pokemon and purifying them. Hooray! Basically, what happens now is Shadow Blitz is replaced with the move that was originally there. So in this case, instead of Shadow Blitz, we now have the move Return, which is a very good move to have. And it's actually kind of smart that the designers programmed Return onto Teddiursa. Because since this is your first Pokemon, and since you've been using it for the majority of, well, the beginning of the game, then your friendship will increase with the Teddiursa, as Return is based on the friendship values that you have with your Pokemon, which I will get into later, but for now, just know that that's what Return does, and that is what modifies it. And in addition, we got ourselves oh, we got the second move for Fresh. Really? Wait, do we have 2 moves? Yes, we did. I forgot that we also had Shadow Hold, I believe. Was it Shadow Hold? I don't remember. But either way, we did have that. And there we go. We regained 634 XP points. It doesn't sound like a whole lot, but when you're like level 10 and stuff like that, this really stacks up. Because right now, we elevate to level 12. Oh, we only get to level 12. I thought it'd be a little bit more than that for some reason. I don't know. Either way, now that we are on par with our Vaporeon and stuff like that, and once we have finished all the rituals, such as getting our moves back and getting all the XP, we obtain a nice little ribbon that actually we can bring, well, if you do have a GBA player or something that transfers your Pokemon from Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, or Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire to your Pokemon XD Gale Darkness game. Actually, Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, what am I talking about here? Once you transfer those, and you transfer Shadow Pokemon that have been purified into Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, that ribbon will still stay, and it's a really nice looking ribbon. In fact, I'll have a little picture on screen right now that describes and shows the ribbon in your main series games. And now we can nickname our Teddiursa. However, I'm not going to nickname that, and there is something that, once again, will involve you guys later, which is painfully obvious. Well done! That Pokemon has finally returned to its former self. For the time being, we should return to my house. So, of course, we cannot continue purifying Pokemon just yet. We have to do a little bit of dialogue and a little bit of story progression before we can continue. This is a cause for celebration! You've successfully purified your first Shadow Pokemon without incident. Still, one can't be too happy, not with the knowledge of Professor Crane's abduction. You see, he was a frequent visitor to Agate up to several years ago. He was conducting extensive research into the Relic Stone, you see. He said that it was for completing an entirely new purifying system that his friend thought up. I wonder where the kidnappers have made off with Professor Crane. It must be worrisome for you too. About that abduction, dear, didn't you need to mention what Vander saw? Ah, yes, that's right! I need to tell you about Vander. We have a friend by the name of Vander who lives on Mount Battle, which is a place of training for trainers. Vander claims to have seen sinister characters out in the desert, where few people dare to tread. Sounds intriguing, yes? Mount Battle is to the northeast. Be sure to visit it. And just with that, oh, we got interrupted. I completely forgot we were going to get interrupted. Leave it to old people to always forget what they're going to say, expect us to leave, and then boom, they're like, oh wait, I remember something completely important. Oh yeah, Sebastian, may I have your PDA number? And we just gave it to Mike, just staring into his eyes. Fine, if I hear of anything, I will make certain to get in touch with you. Now, if you remember from Pokemon Coliseum, Egan had a pretty funny way of using the PDA. However, now well, at least I would assume he's better at it now. But something else we're going to do right now is we're going to go and purify the rest of our Pokemon. So let's go over there, and I'll see you guys there in just a second. Alright, back to the soothing place that I call the Relic Stone Sanctuary, because there really is no official name, except for it being called the Relic Stone. In this place, I'm going to talk a little bit calmer now, just because I remember all the amazing memories I had of this game, and yes, I am a nostalgia critic, or a nostalgia freak, but whatever. Actually, I'm a little bit concerned about something. Can I purify a Pokemon while it's in hyper mode? Yes, I can. Alright, so then second up is going to be our Shadow Lediba. For some reason, I'm thinking like they can't be purified in reverse mode, but we're just purifying them. So don't worry about that. If your Pokemon is in reverse mode and you're trying to purify it, just bring it anyways, and it can be purified. Now what moves did Lediba have? Lediba had the move Psybeam, which is a very good Psychic type move, which Lediba has no affiliation with whatsoever, so I have no idea how Lediba can learn it. But in addition to that, he gained that and Refresh. In fact, a lot of Pokemon that we have learned Refresh recently. Now Lediba should be getting at least 1 or 2 levels from that. He was level 10, so maybe getting to level 12 would be reasonable. Nope, only level 11, okay. Well, either way, we get ourselves another ribbon, and that's going to be happening. And Lediba, I'm not going to give you a nickname just yet. I am going to do something, of course, as I mentioned before, involving nicknames that you guys are going to participate in. But I am just going to leave it at that for now. So what we're going to do is we're going to purify, almost to translate our Shadow Poochyena. We're going to purify our Shadow Poochyena, and I think that's going to be it for this episode. So let's go ahead and see what we get. I believe we retain... Okay, let's see. What moves do we get back? We got Dig. Dig is a 2-turn ground type attack that can be strategic, and sometimes it can kind of screw you over. Having the move Dig on a Poochyena is actually pretty good to have. And Heal Bell. Heal Bell will pretty much cure your entire team of any status inflictments, should you have any. 529 XP points. That should only be 1 level. Watch me say that and it goes to like level 12. If it did that, that'd be funny, but it did not. So once again, for the 3rd time, we get a little fancy ribbon. In fact, I don't understand where the ribbon comes from, but we're not going to question it. Anyways, I think that's going to be it for this episode. We got all our Shadow Pokemon purified, which we can now take a look at here. They are now normal. They do no longer have the little purple box around them. And we can finally view them as a whole. Seeing all their moves. Seeing them without the aura around them. Poochyena having Poison Fang, which I believe is extremely cool. Yeah, Heal Bell. All status abnormalities. You know, it's a really... I really enjoy the movesets that we have obtained so far for these Pokemon. Anyways, guys, next time on Let's Play Pokemon Coliseum, I said it again, but I'm not going to get mad. Excuse me if I keep confusing it, I just remember Pokemon Coliseum being the first time I entered the Relic Stone area. Next time on Let's Play Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness, we are going to go over to Mount Battle and see what Vanner has to say about those sinister people that made off with Professor Crane. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.